It's ride morning. It's 2:35. I set my alarm for 2:30. Ride is at 8 a.m. It's about a 2-hour drive. Um, Supposed to be wet. Some rain this morning. So it'll be a muddy day. Gonna get a little dirty out there. Um, so let's start getting ready for race day. I don't know if it's a race ride day, and see how it goes. Got some time for some breakfast. Gonna have some coffee, some oatmeal. Um, Man, I went to bed about 9. Alarm went off at 2:30. Didn't get to sleep right away, so probably got about 4.5 hours of sleep. So Garmin says body battery is at 90. So seems like I got some rest. Seems like I'm good for the day. So breakfast and coffee. Coffee is brewing. I'm going to put my nutrition together. So I'm using Tailwind. So this is the mandarin flavor. So I'm going to have 2 bottles on the bike. I've got 2 additional packets that I'll have with me on the top 2 bag, the bento box. So I can refill at the aid stations and take any water. I've got a Tailwind recovery for after the ride, so I'll drink this on the ride home. I've also got 2 gels that I'll have with me as additional, kind of as a backup in case I want to switch. So this is the Huma-Gel. I'm going with the strawberry lemonade and the apple cinnamon. And then in case I'm feeling a little bit kind of peckish and kind of feeling a little bit hungry, like I want something beyond just liquid calories, and I want something a little bit more solid, I've got a GU Stroopwafel, and then salt stick, so electrolyte tablets that I'll take just to make sure that I don't cramp up, don't have any cramps, especially in my calves, especially in those later miles. Tailwind has all the calories and the electrolytes I need, but if I'm sweating heavily, then this will just provide a little bit of electrolytes. And then sometimes just pre-ride, just to make sure that I don't have any acid reflux, especially after having coffee first thing in the morning. If I have a hard effort, especially if I'm doing a climb, then TUM just kind of helps control some of that acid reflux. So let's get these bottles put together. All right, so the ride is up in the North Georgia Mountain. It's the GAPS gravel ride. It is about 1:45, 2 hours, away, depending on traffic. I don't expect there to be a whole lot of traffic, so I expect it to be under 2 hours. I signed up to do the 68-mile route. I got a notification. They've been really good about communicating via email what the course is going to be like, conditions, and there's been a lot of rain the last few days. They've added and rerouted the course, so they've added about 3 more miles. It is still right around 7,000 feet of elevation. I think it's just under 7,000 feet of elevation. So we're expecting it to be wet and muddy, but still a fun day. Aside from that, I really don't know what to expect, except it'll be a long day. I'm hoping to have a lot of fun, and we'll just see kind of how it goes. I decided not to spend the night up there. It's only a 2-hour drive, so why spend almost $200 on a hotel room up there? And have to drive up there anyway, so might as well sleep in my own bed and try to get as good as a night's sleep, as good of a night's sleep as I possibly can in my own bed, without having the stress of trying to drive up there the day before and then not potentially not being able to sleep in a different bed or different type of setting. So we'll see. All right, so let's check the weather and see what it looks like. So currently 57, light rain. Today's high looks like 68, and shower and thunderstorm. So yeah, definitely quite a bit of a rain there. We're gonna get. This right here, Dahlonega, is where we're going to ride. So we're going to be riding, starting here in kind of the Dahlonega area, riding all the way up into almost Blue Ridge based on the course map. So we'll be hitting up in this North Georgia Mountain area. Looks like it's going to be a wet day. And we'll see how many people show up. I mean, it's a gravel ride, and so it's a rain or shine, and unless it's severe thunderstorms and we get pulled from the course, it's a go for the ride. So we'll see if anyone bails and how many people turn out. I think if it was a nicer day, we'd get a lot of people. And but this is my first ride, so I don't know what to expect and how many people will be out there. And it's the first year they're doing this event, so we'll see. Got my Pearl Zumi kit. Here I've got my all-day bag. So it's a new bag, waterproof bag, which is kind of cool. Backpack, duffel bag. Inside here I've got a rain jacket for the ride. I got helmet. I got a towel to change afterwards. A bag for wet, dirty clothes. Bike shoes, change of clothes, and then in the side pocket here, I've got my nutrition, bike computer, and electronics. So this should take care of everything I need. Everything fits in the bag nicely. I'll probably do a review later on the bag because I just picked it up specifically because I'll be doing some traveling, and it'll be my carry-on bag, and it fits in the overhead bin, and I don't have to check any baggage. So for a quick weekend type of trip, it's perfect.
Starting route to One Camp Merrill Drive.
All right, arrived here at the venue. The rain has slowed down a little bit. It's just a little bit of a drizzle, so I'm gonna go pick up my packet and swag bag and start getting ready. I mean, I still have about an hour and 15 minutes before the start, so I got plenty of time. Pinning my number, and a trick I learned by watching some videos of professional riders is that they put the jersey and wrap them over your knees and over your legs, and then you stretch out the jersey, the back of the jersey, and then it's easier to pin the number and get it on straight. So little trick there. All right, so we got about 20 minutes, maybe 15 minutes before the start of the ride. I've got my number pinned. I'm getting my shoes put on. I've got the bib number on the back of my jersey. I've got it on the front of my bike. They had a nice breakfast, which is good because I was getting hungry from eating early this morning, so that's good. So just gearing up, 15 minutes, bottles and everything is good. So just putting the bike together, myself together, and getting ready for the start line. So we'll be there in a bit.
almost at mile 25, and at 3,300 feet. So already we've climbed about 3,000 feet. It was raining, we got downpour, sun's finally out, and it looks like a great day. It looks like it's gonna warm up. It was chilly at first. The climbs have been tough, but they've been good. The gearing on my bike is doing great. Shifting's a little off, I think just because on the dirt, it's a little slow to shift, but so far so good. So let's keep at it. All right, so I survived 72 miles, and I believe it was over 7,500 feet of elevation gain. So it took me over 7 hours to do. It is 4:30, almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon. They've got beer and food, and I'm gonna pass on that because it's a 2-hour drive. And I got beer at home and I got food at home, but they put on a great event. The aid stations were well managed. They had plenty of food. They had oatmeal pies, which, oh my God, I haven't had those in so long. And they were exactly what I needed. I had 4 bottles of Tailwind, 1 Humagel. I had pickle juice, I think 3 oatmeal pies, a Chex Mix, a chocolate chip cookie. So it was a rolling buffet for sure. But I survived. My effort slowed down a bit a couple times. I was able to rally. I was able to conserve my energy, get the nutrition I needed in. So slow down my pace, spin easy, get my nutrition in, and then be able to get back and finish strong. So I don't know if I could do much better. I mean, a lot more training, I'm sure I could do a lot better. But I definitely picked the right distance. I think if I would have gone to the 90, I would still be out there probably for another 2-3 hours. I probably would have been cut off and taken off the course. So overall, I had a great ride. I've got probably a week of recovery now. I don't know how I'll feel tomorrow. And I've got a 100-mile ride the following week on the road. So this should prepare me, and I should definitely finish that in under this time. This was the equivalent of at least a 100-mile road ride, if not longer. So lots of climbing. Overall, I had a great time. So if you're into this, check the Gaps Gravel Ride taking place at the end of April. Fantastic job by the Dahlonega Ultra Marathon Society, Dumas, I believe, or Dumbass. They man the aid stations, and they put on some fantastic trail and ultra trail events here in North Georgia area, and they did a phenomenal job with the aid stations. And kudos to Six Gap and everyone else here. Great job. So thumbs up.